I am here with a first go-around of a tip-back Tuffy mounted to a 60 series seat box. So I was going to show a couple of details about what I've been working on. You'll notice first off that the back of this particular seat box has been changed. There's no reason that this needs to be done to mount a Tuffy, but in this case maximum storage was kind of a concern, and making sure that we had an extra amount of room for an aftermarket shifter up front was an issue. So this bump out was actually put on. Normal seat boxes are flush right across the back. In a normal situation you can mount the Tuffy or any console actually with the back flush to here, and there's still plenty of room to shift a manual transmission up front, or you can leave any overhang you desire. And even if you're doing a tip back setup, the hinge can be also put underneath an overhang, and if you do that you end up with a little bit extra passenger foot room. This kind of encroaches on the passenger space a bit. In this case, like I said, the shifter up front was a concern, so I moved the Tuffy back as far as possible to still allow the rear seat to fold. The upholstery would push into it there. Got a big heavy-duty hinge attached right to the back of the seat box and the console, and it's just back from the front edge here, obviously leaving room for cup holders and whatever else gets mounted to the front. But the big difference with this is inside the Tuffy it's pretty low tech, because I like things low tech. There's actually just a cable here, so if you have it full of all kinds of stuff, there's this kind of fairly hidden, non-noticeable little cable. You just do it, you just kind of grab a hold of it, give it a tug, and the whole Tuffy tips back on that hinge to reveal the smuggler's hatch underneath. You basically get as much volume as having another console on there. The floor would be at a bit of an angle, but it's full height back here, tons of room. The edges have these gasketed edge trim pieces to provide a cushion for the Tuffy so that it doesn't rattle, and also to provide a little bit of spring to push back on this heavy-duty dual-stage catch. It is 1, 2 dual stage, and that is released by that cable that you just give a tug to on the inside. To close it, simply push down and give it a good shove so that you hear the second latch. So, first go round at a tip back Tuffy console with a couple of modifications. This bump out, once again, was an optional setup for this particular instance. There's no reason that it needs to be there, but it can't be any further back if you still have a rear seat that needs to fold forward. So there we are.